Hello Internet, James Allen from Motivate, and today I'm playing first-person shooter Reflex. Game takes its cues from Quake, plays a lot like it, although it steals one thing from Unreal Tournament. Primarily an online game, although with the release version they did add bots. So you can do quick play matchmaking. You can see all the game modes here. You have free-for-all, team deathmatch, capture the flag, one-on-one, 2v2. So pretty good number of features there. You also have the server browser here. Although a lot of the games, I've spent an inordinate amount of time just waiting for a game to start because everybody has to, or half the people have to press ready in order for the game to start, and just sitting there waiting for that last person to press start. Really kind of annoying. So I'm actually going to play against the bots. Plus it will be less embarrassing for me. Certainly. So we'll start a game here. I'm going to do a team deathmatch probably. Now it has all these maps you can download from Steam Workshop, which is pretty cool. And any of the ones with this little symbol next to them work with the bots. But you can see there's a whole bunch of maps. There's 7 pages of these, and this is the most popular in the last month or so. So I'm just going to kind of pick one of the ones by the developers here. Although maybe a bigger map than that. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I will pick the one that we had so we can have 8 people. You also have a bunch of mutators, which, as I alluded to earlier, this is the thing that they took from Unreal Tournament. A lot of different options here. You know, unlimited ammo, big head mode, round-based, insta-gib, melee only, stuff like that. I'm going to do warm-up mode because that'll allow me to show off the weapons a little bit more, and I'll kind of cycle through those. I'll put these bots in their slots here, so you have to go through, kind of tedious, and click enable, click a name, and then click a skill level. I'm going to turn most of these up into the high 90s to at least give somewhat of a challenge in the game here. I already have a tangent. So somewhere up in that region. So kind of annoying to have to do this every time that you add bots, but it is what it is. And one more, and I'll join blue team. There we go. Okay, so, and then one empty spot for me for a total of 8 players. As long as you keep hosted on Steam, you can even just put in your own password, you know, whatever you want, so people don't join. But as long as you advertise it on Steam, you'll gain experience, which is something I learned way too late. I was playing a lot of bot matches basically offline, where I didn't earn any experience, and between that and the waiting for games to start online, I really wasted kind of a lot of time playing the game without actually gaining any experience, but the experience doesn't really matter anyway, so that's okay. Alright, so we'll start this game. It downloads it automatically from Steam, which is pretty cool. Now during this warm-up mode, I'll just kind of talk about the weapons. You have your melee weapon. Oh, see, they're going to start. Okay, so I guess we're starting. You have your little basic pistol. You have a shotgun, which I'm a really big fan in general of the shotgun, but I'm not a huge fan of the shotgun in this game. What team am I on? I am on blue. Alright. To be quite honest about it. It doesn't really do as much damage, even if you're close up, than I'd like to see. I'm just getting destroyed here. You have a grenade launcher, which is good for spamming areas. There's a lot of enemies, or if you're good at lobbing the grenades at an arc, you can do that too. Yeah, I'm doing terrible. Alright. You have the little pulse gun, which is kind of one of my favorites, although again it doesn't do as much damage as I'd like it to compared to some of the other weapons. You can also use it to jump a little bit, use it to scale up areas, which is pretty cool. Get your as usual, the best weapon in the game is the rocket launcher. That would have been a good place for the grenade launcher. Man. Yeah, we're 12 down, so I'm going to have to pick it up here a little bit. You also have the little ion cannon thing, just kind of shoots a beam straight out. But again, it takes kind of a lot of hits to take people down. And you get your little sniper rifle thing. So... Alright, let's see if we can mount a comeback here. So you can see the movement and speed is pretty much right on with Quake. You know, you have your little power-ups for health and armor. And there's also, you know, the little quad damage power-up you can find. So let me switch to my rockets here. One thing I kind of miss is the... it doesn't have automatic weapon switching when you pick something else up. Which is a little annoying. So you have to manually switch between weapons. I would have liked to have seen that as a feature, but it doesn't appear to be in the game. And you have your usual rocket jumps and double jumping ability and ramp scaling and stuff like that to kind of facilitate the faster pace of the game. The bots are okay. Every once in a while they will kind of sit there. It kind of depends on the map. Although they seem to be doing pretty decently in this game in particular. I think because I turned their abilities up all the way. But, you know, there's a guy that's just kind of standing there. That happens. And sometimes I'll run by you without noticing you. But again, they just released the bots, you know, when the game came out, so... But I do like having at least something to do when you can't find a decent game online. You know, there seems to be a lot of one-on-one servers and then usually one other full server. But even with the big servers, you'll spend a lot of time just waiting for the game to start. Yeah. Got two. Okay. Where's my grenade launcher? I don't think you're going to have a comeback here, 28 down. But. Dude, stop blocking the shots. And the pulse gun just doesn't... I'm landing these shots, but it's just not enough. I mean... It's better just to lob a rocket at him. Rocket's kind of overpowered. If you can get it. You know, it's 100 per hit. Which is even more than the sniper rifle, which is interesting. If you get a direct hit with it, at least. If I was a better player, I'd switch weapons more quickly. But alas, I am not. I do like the hit notification sounds and the little numbers that come up. I think that's a nice little touch. That was pretty sad, actually. And the shotgun's really underwhelming. Probably the most disappointing weapon in my opinion. Yeah, we suck. But I did get some experience for that, so. Alright, so let me try to change the match here. We'll do a free-for-all. Sure, let's do that. So, the bots will automatically vote for whatever. And let me change the mutator. Back to none, we'll just do regular. This should be fairly crazy with this many people on a small map. That was a pretty good little hallway to be on with the rocket. Ooh. But I don't have a weapon for it. Minus 40, good lord. I have 51 kills. No ammo. I think he keeps getting the stinking quad damage thing. I think it's part of the problem. Middle of the pack. I'm almost level 11 now. Alright, let's change to one more map. Well, let's do... Let's try to find one. I already did that. Find one on here that has bot support. No, that one, I've done that before. That one's like really bad. Frame rate. Let's do a mutator. Let's do round. So this way you get one death, and then whoever's left over at the end is the winner. Apparently that's what he's gonna do. Sit there at the top, snipe everybody. It worked, got me out. Got one guy out though. Yeah, we'll see how quickly these bots find each other. This might be kind of boring. I might switch out of this actually. So we're just gonna vote for it. Ah! Can't find any weapons. I need a weapon. Oh, thanks. Apparently he was waiting for a weapon. No, I want that. Uh-oh. wanted the bonus thing. Yeah. I don't get how I got 40 kills. It's kind of crazy. Alright, well there you go. That is Reflex. It's okay. I mean, it's a decent replication of Quake. Doesn't really add any improvements, though, to expand upon the formula of the original. It has matchmaking and a server browser. Bot support, although the bots are kind of iffy. Sometimes they'll play good. Sometimes they'll just kind of stand in one spot and not really shoot you as they run by. It has a lot of game modes that you can choose from between 1v1, 2v2, free-for-all, team deathmatch, capture the flag. Also has a lot of mutators taken from Unreal Tournament. Has a whole bunch of maps on Steam Workshop that people have made using the map editor. Gameplay, like I said, very similar to Quake. Double jumping, rocket jumps, stuff like that. The weapons don't have any alternate fire if you're used to that sort of thing from UT. But it does cover the gamut of different options there. Although the rocket launcher seems to be the most effective weapon, delivers a lot of damage if you get it right on the enemy. You have a underwhelming shotgun, grenade launcher to spam weapons, plasma gun, which again requires a lot of hits in order to take someone down, sniper rifle, and an ion cannon, and a bunch of different health and armor things you can pick up found along the ground. So overall, Reflex has some fine old school gameplay, but doesn't really offer anything truly innovative to expand upon the formula started by Quake so many years ago. So that's all I have for today. Until next time, bye now.